with stuff.
What's going on, YouTube family? Back with another video. So I'm in Grand Isle, right here at Bridgeside Marina. Me and Carson decided to take a trip to Gonzales at Cabela's, and we decided to make a purchase. And that particular purchase is as you can see, it's stuck in plastic. You know, I had bought this before I come to work. You know, decided to do the reveal right here. So yes. So the main focus of today's video is to basically test this thing out, compare it to the Fs128t that I also have. Also, I'm gonna do a follow-up video at the house later on. And yeah, that'll pretty much be it. Ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my man, the myth, the legend, gangsta. Yeah, cut up with the cut up, yeah. What's up, bro? Had it with you, baby. Oh, look at the missus right there. You know what I'm saying? Little Kayla K. You know, we got to put her on YouTube also. How you doing, Kayla? Good morning. Well, so what you got to say to the people today? I give some kind of something.
Good morning and goodbye.
Yeah, there you go. If I have someone with me, I'm going to go ahead and just, I'm going to use your help. Yeah, it's a cart. Grab it on the back. Ain't that bad.
First time in the water?
Yes, sir. Swing out this way, bro. Swing to your right. First time she touched water. That's it. She's in. And we are gonna get moving.
No, I bet you can stand up.
There she go. We're about to find out. All right, guys. So look, first impression, I love it. It's a tank. It is a bit on the heavy side. Now I do have the Sea-Tug kayak cart. I didn't use it because obviously I have two other guys with me, so they were able to lift it for me. But you know, in situations when I'm either by myself, I feel like the Sea-Tug kayak cart will be premium. But yeah, this thing, as I've said, is 125 pounds. The Sin Fs128t is 75 pounds. A little bit on the heavier side, but I tell you, I mean, personally for me, I'm 5'9", 200 even. I always have valued stability over speed. Now, it sucks right now a little because I am going against the wind. But even though, you know, it's still not that bad. I find it doesn't track any different, honestly, than the Fs128t. Looking at its size, you would think it'd be, you know, a hell of a lot worse, but it's really not bad. I can do this. You know, so in other words, for me, don't know your situation or how you feel about bigger kayaks. So this thing is massive. Basically, they call it a kayak, but it's damn near pushing giant boat. The weight capacity is 550 pounds. That's awesome. Near the Hobie's weight capacity. And it is already pre-wired with jack power. As you can see, right there, center console. I'm not really sure what mods I'm gonna end up putting yet. Give it some time, think about it. I've seen people use fish finders, the front mount trolling motor. I don't really know. But yeah, this thing is ridiculous. And as far as standing up, usually with the Fs128t, me personally, I never had to pull the strap. There is no strap on around me. It's technically, but that's it. No effort. So yeah, I love a boat. I dig it. And my man Bryce. Now, as you can see, perfect example. That's a Wilderness Systems Tarpon 120. Bryce isn't able to stand up. You know, it's not as stable, but as far as tracking, it just cuts straight through the wind and cuts straight through the water. Like, that thing is a bullet. So what do you value, Bryce? Do you value stability or do you rather speed? Speed? I hear that. So again, people, it's all about your preference. But yeah, this thing, I'm liking this Yak for real. All right, now look, we're gonna do a speed test. Me and Bryce gonna race for y'all. Again, Topper 120 versus the Ascent X133, and go. Okay, there you go. Look at it. Hey, don't, boy, don't fall out that kayak. All right, so clearly Bryce beat me. But yeah, as expected. But still, hey, it didn't do too bad though. Alright guys, so let's get into a side-by-side comparison. Fs128t, X133. Alright, so the Fs128t I used to always call the barge, but definitely looking at this one, this is more of a barge than this one. This actually starting to look a lot more like a kayak now. For the longest it didn't before I seen this. So that just goes to show you the difference off top right there. Also, the weight capacity of the X133 is 550 pounds. You can even put a 3 horsepower motor. So outboard, that's pretty cool. I haven't seen anyone do that yet, but I'm sure give it a month or two and people will probably start making those mods as well. As far as the mods for this boat, it's just endless. I've seen depth finders, your front mount trolling motor. Here's the back end of it. Just so much space, man. You know, you could put an ice chest in here. This technically, I wouldn't even call this thing a kayak. This is a boat. All right, basically a one-man boat. And as far as tracking and paddling it, it paddles like a kayak. Also, again, it's pre-wired with Yak power. Everything is ran already. Here, I didn't take the owner's manual out yet. Everything's pre-ran. That's pretty cool. Same thing, sliders, foot pedals. Just a way sturdier boat, man. Look at that. I'm glad. Okay, so you see this. Real hardy. Look at that. No strap. You don't have to worry about anything tearing or ripping. But on this side, boom. That ripped on me last year. It went. This side. Is definitely most likely on its way. See the rivets are starting to rust a little bit. Here are also your electronic quick connects for Yak power. Right there. Right there. Let's see. I believe this is your battery connect right here, or any other accessory you may have. Like, man, the mods are just endless. Another thing that I also do like about the X133, I'm gonna show you. Let me go get my ride. Another cool feature, guys. So here it is. Take your reel. Look at that. That's awesome. So 2 rod holders, and both sides are just the same. Right there. Basically, coming down to it, obviously the X133 takes it. Okay, but that doesn't necessarily say that the Fs128t still can't get it done. The weight capacity of the Fs128t is 350 pounds, 12.5 feet. This one's 13, 550. So, you know, for the longest I wanted to take either one of my kids, Carson Marcus, was always kind of timid about it in this boat, but now I could definitely take one of them in this. This is just ridiculous. It's just uncomparable. Look at the seating. I fish a lot of saltwater, brackish water down here in the Louisiana marsh, and I can honestly say I probably didn't rinse this once or twice out of the 4 years, but even with rinsing it, man, you can see it just, look at that, it just takes its toll, man. You know, it's just, saltwater's mean. Now, as far as this one,
Obviously, I'll see when I get there, but I don't think it's gonna rust. Like I said, it's all built aluminum. This is the strap I was speaking of earlier in the video for the Fs128t. If you have a problem with just standing up, I don't use it anymore. I did end up using it once or twice when I first got this kayak. Over time, I just stood up like you see me doing that 133X. But you could do that, help you stand up. There was also a rod holder, so there's a plastic piece right here. You stick your paddle, either your rod tips, or some people I would see take their paddle and stick it in right here. The Fs128t is still a very, very, very nice kayak. Do a quick walk around of it. And a walk around of the Fs128t. Now, when I got this thing was preset with the anchor trolley. The X133 does not come with one, so you'd have to install one. I also had a front strap here, but it finally gave. And that's one thing I didn't like that it's in when they built this kayak. It had screws in it, but it also had a plastic insert on the outside of the screw. So when they pre-installed, they pushed it in, screwed it down. That caused that insert to widen, and that made it tight enough. But also when changing it, I guess they never thought about it down the road, it completely just throws you under the bus. So yeah, guys, definitely Fs128t, still not a bad kayak, not a bad boat at all. It's just a son really leveled up with this beast right here. Alright, middle compartment on the X133 compared to the Fs128t. Still not bad. Another cool little feature, Fs128t. I used to take my keys, stick it in there, stuff like that. 2 cup holders. This is the back storage compartment. Not bad. This one doesn't have it, but then again, honestly, it doesn't really need it with all that additional space in the back, and you can still very much so stick things in here if you decide to do so. And I also like how this one sits up a lot more versus this, because like I said, this one, I've definitely gotten water in here. Not too bad after a trip, but there's a little bit of water. You'll see over time off the paddles, water running down the paddles. It'll definitely get inside the Fs128t as opposed to this one. Side by side comparison. In my opinion, Fs128t is still a very, very, very nice kayak. It's more of a sit on top style versus this one. You're simply on top, but then again, you're on the inside. I don't know, it's just cool. So guys, that's gonna be it. Give me your opinion. Which style of kayak you simply would prefer? This one or the sit on top Fs128t? Also, if you have a kayak, please comment that kayak below and tell me what is it that you look for in a kayak, or what you actually prefer. Is it stability? Is it speed? Or is it simply both? Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, all the same. God bless, one love, and I'll see y'all next time on the water.